Rutgers was pressing a lot, probably more than they have all season. It seems like you guys were comfortable getting out of it, prepared. Were you expecting that, or just what allowed you guys to be so successful?
We really prepared for pressure, and it's what they do. They're the best in the league at it, at getting their hands on balls and getting deflections and creating turnovers. And we knew they would come out aggressive coming back off the road trip at home. So the first 5 minutes, it was very important that we got off to a good start. And they were hitting shots early. CJ got us off to a great start, hitting 3 threes and keeping us right there. And that is what allowed us to, I thought, stay competitive for 40 minutes. The start to CJ, we're kind of rotating that fifth spot around right now with the injuries that we've had. But CJ, I thought, was terrific of getting us off to exactly the start that we needed. Got a little careless with it early, I thought. Went after it with one hand. You just can't do that against this Rutgers team. McConnell, Spencer, Mulcahy, all those guys, their hands. That we challenged Cliff at the rim on a couple of occasions too. That leads and fuels our fast breaks. But overall, I thought we played with pretty good poise, and we had a lot of young guys out there on the floor. It got loud out there, as it always does at the rack. This is one of the great environments in college basketball, and I just thought our guys played with the poise that they needed to give ourselves a chance to win.
Is that poise part of the reason? I think you guys shot 74% on twos. That's the worst two-point defense Rutgers has had in at least 20 years. What allowed you guys to be so successful?
Well, we didn't want to let the press get us on our heels. We felt that we really wanted to attack and get out. If we had good looks, we were going to take them. Because this defense is so good, we didn't know if we'd get another good opportunity to get a good look. And you just, when you're getting pressed like that, you have to look up the floor. You have to attack. A couple times we dribbled right over on the sideline, and that's where they come from behind and get you trapped and put you in a bad way. But for the most part, I thought we kept our spacing, and we sprayed it to the backside, and that's where Casey and CJ got a couple of their looks. And then Derek was terrific. He just got him the ball at the nail if we didn't have anything, and let him go to work. But when we made simple plays, that was the other thing. We didn't want to play in a crowd tonight, and make simple plays. And for the most part, I thought we did a good job of that.
Coach, Rutgers only had 2 home losses coming in. You guys, faced a little adversity there and fought through. What do you attribute that to, playing in front of this crowd and being able to fight through that?
Yeah, this place is awesome, and what Steve has done here has been amazing, and I just love his demeanor and his approach and the confidence that he puts into his guys. They play so hard for him. And, we wanted to come out and give ourselves a chance. We've not responded great after big wins, and we had a great comeback the other day against Wisconsin. And, the last 2 days really have been mental preparation. I think this is our 4th game in 10 days, all being on 2-day preps. So it was a lot of mental preparation. I wanted to save our guys' legs as much as possible. You have to do that. And you saw even Casey cramped up out there for a while. But Casey, he got it going at the right time for us. He continues to attack the basket and shows a variety of very difficult shots. But overall, again, you just, in this building, you have to play with poise. I mean, at times we had, multiple freshmen out there on the floor together, and for those guys to go out there and find a way even to play through runs and adversity and make some big plays to open it up a little bit, that's what it's all about.
You mentioned CJ. Can you kind of expand on what you saw from him, what allowed him to have that kind of night, and what was it like to see that, especially considering he did it where he's from?
Yes, I mean, it's great to see anytime you play in front of your family and your friends like CJ did. He had a ton of people in the stands watching, and I'm really happy for CJ. He's been absolutely shooting the heck out of the ball in practice, and I was ready. I told our staff CJ's going to have a game where he hits 5 threes. I should have said 7 because he had 2 go in and out, but CJ was he did so many good things out there on the floor for us, not only offensively, but I thought he competed on the other end as well. But it's good to see him get it going like that. Hopefully that can give him some confidence here, down the stretch and the rest of the way. He was terrific, and again, got us off to a great start.
Every time Cliff got a touch in the low post, you guys seem to send a double there. Can you talk about your defensive game plan against Rutgers?
Yeah, I mean, it's really what we do. We double team. Most times the ball goes into the post. Last game against Wisconsin, we had to go to a one-on-one situation, but Cliff's really good down there, especially if he gets an angle. So we were coming from the baseline side. I thought we had good activity. We had good hand pressure, and I thought we did a good job getting on our weak side eye and rotating out of it. Hyatt, give him credit. He really got it going. For Rutgers, hit a couple tough shots. We were right there. We just needed to get a little higher and more spirited contest. But I thought we did a solid job on Spencer. And, the double teams, we always had to know where he was. But the thing I was pleased with is we were physical with our double teams, and we had good hands, and that forced the looping pass, so we were able to rotate out of it. Our double teams were much better than they had been the last couple games, and then we switched up defenses, and it's kind of where we are right now with this team. Two of our best defenders, two of the guys that really gave us a defensive identity this year with Bandamel and Gary not being on the floor. It's just who we are right now. We have to change defenses, but I thought our guys executed well.
I don't know if you're able to tell just from watching film and having played them now, but they obviously don't have Mag, who's one of their better defenders. How much of a difference do you think he makes for them in the press and what they're able to do?
Yeah, I mean, Mag's he's a hell of a player, and but Hyatt was pretty darn good tonight in his place. But yeah, I mean, anytime you have a key guy out that started, I think he was the 14 games he played, he started all 14. So, anytime you take an important piece like that out of the lineup, it just shifts roles. We've certainly dealt with that as much as anybody with the key injuries that we've had, and you just have to find a way to play through it. But this team, they'll bounce back in a big way. There's no doubt about it. They've got so much experience and length and toughness. This team will be back, and I think back in a big way.